Sunday morning, 3:15, yeah. Deck 2, Dennis Brown, track 3, yeah. Courvoisier and the one Hennessy, yeah. Governor General, play this for me, yeah. Blessed love to the more love crew. With them box full up with boom tune. In that they corner reservation for 2. Exclusively for me and you. You make me feel so good. You make me feel so rude. You put me in that mood. I cannot help but to get to know you. You make me feel so good. You make me feel so rude. You put me in that mood. I cannot help but to get to know you. Sunday morning, 5:10. Rare Crew Studio 1 and revive. Blocked out windows, little daylight. And not a hint of a bus or fight. Quick hail up to DJ Tubbs. Fingers itching to play rubber dub. Sweat a busting at the corner for true. You holding me while I'm holding you. You make me feel so good. You make me feel so rude. You put me in that mood. I cannot help but to get to know you. You make me feel so good. You make me feel so rude. You put me in that mood. I cannot help but to get to know you. Sunday morning, bus 6 o'clock, yeah. 5 counteraction, a real rock, yeah. Shanghai, Shek and Stagalag rock, yeah. And to sign off, Rockford rock, yeah. Please play that D Brown one more time. She want that D Brown one more time. In at the corner reserved for us two. I beg you, one for the road, baby, me and you. You make me feel so good. You make me feel so rude. You put me in that mood. I cannot help but to get to know you. You make me feel so good. You make me feel so rude. You put me in that mood. I cannot help but to get to know you. You make me feel so good. You make me feel so rude. You put me in that mood. I cannot help but to get to know you. You make me feel so good. You make me feel so rude. You put me in that mood. I cannot help but to get to know you.
Oh, the sounds of Lloyd Brown, some British talent there for you. Borrowing the Dennis Brown's rhythm track there. You know the name eludes me. Otherwise I'd have said it big and bold, right? Don't ever have me on one of your quiz shows. Because I know music, but sometimes the titles, the when, the wheres and who's just completely escapes me. But I do know that that's Lloyd Brown. So in case you've just joined us, thank you all so much for choosing the great vibes and good glorious music live syndicated show for this beautiful Monday morning. I'm telling you, I'm full with the joys of spring. Well, it's now summer now, isn't it? So I'm streaming live at the moment, but I'm technically challenged and I don't know where this camera's pointing to, but it's not pointing on me. So we're going to go back behind the scenes and see if we can't rectify that. But I'm moving this way, moving that way, and you're not getting me. Hold on. Alright, so let's tell you about today's show. We're streaming live today. And what I thought I'd do is try and find a way of delivering a tasty show. Whereby we're not going to by the powers that be, you know, just locking you off. Sorry, I'm finding another. The powers that be just locking us off. So what that actually means is that we find content that we have permission to use. So there shouldn't be any breakage in the broadcast. Well, this is my theory. So anyway, so I've put together an online, I don't know, selection of clips and, you know, happy birthdays, all sorts of things to while away the next couple of hours. And I've got to tell you that we have got to kick off, I guess, especially coming out of the reggae hour, with Little Minty. Little Minty has gone in the studio and he's built this rhythm track called Ice Minty or Minty Ice, and then he's got a whole host of DJs and singers and artists, a whole host of artists all doing their various take on this track. So I put it together and here it is.
Yes, ja. Picnic them upstairs, wifey next door. My time now for them beat down the yard with some tune.
Go there, reggae in your jagger.
Alright, you hear that? Wait, shush. Everyone shush. Come let's check it out.
Go there, reggae in your jagger.
A wicked man. Every day you come around with the wicked plan. And you fight against the clean and living man. But you know we are the foundation. You owe me your tasks and tactics and high. Every day you come out and I tell some high. You looking away and you're not telling me you're alive. But you think you're the truth in a rasta.
Alright, for some reason
not be every little girl. The righteous life we come to try. So I need to band them bones. Fire bun is a wicked man. Every day you come around and see the wicked plan. And you fight against the righteous living man. But you know we are the foundation. Well, you miss a wicked man. Every day you come around and with the wicked plan. And you fight against the clean heart living man. But you know we are the foundation. Well, yo then say free your mind and your body will follow. Just don't understand because their mind too shallow. Babylon system, the whole of them are
Cause them a go like say them wicked and them wassy. With them screw face to them a walk in a posse. And I tell me about dog like you're not afraid of lassie. Nah read Gavi and you're not read Selassie. Hey, tryna bring no trust to all the natty. Gwanga walla beverage and a color low yachty. Big tune a play gwanga bubble pan your catty. You lick a like for each and a yes you be scratchy. So watch it. Trouble you a trouble me, no trouble just don't trouble me. Trouble you a trouble, is a trouble, just don't trouble me, no. Because you're idle and I nothing to do. And it look like I don't be there for you, so trouble you a trouble, is a trouble, just don't trouble me.
Every day, so many youth gone the wrong way. Gone the wrong way.
Youth go to school, get your education. Don't be a fool, set your meditation. With a little preparation, strong lification, you end up in a much better situation. Time is essential and it no wait pan. Youth with a potential, a ton waste man. Crime are your occupation, then your graduation. I go be in a the prison population. Don't follow them youth and them hype. When them a hype up criminal life. Youth, take me advice, you will
end up a prison.
Up never listen, see a cause them hard years. End up in a prison, a rub hard years. One, years out your days, you will
end up a prison, just me.
Either we are part of the problem or part of the solution. Hey, today you are who, tomorrow you are what, next week you are this, next month you are that, 1 minute you are conscious, then you are not. Two of them can't be real, one of them are just shatter. Either or either, that's a fire.
Stop it!
God, you're my darling. I feel your body's calling. First thing in the morning, I wanna get this started. Just wanna love you, no one above you. This is love, I am certain. I'm gonna keep it working. Love you like it's a full moon, crazy. Love you like it's a full moon, girl, I'm crazy. Love you like it's a full moon, crazy. Love you like
Stop it!
Yesterday,
Everything was so okay. Now today my skies are gray. Oh, tell your big man don't cry. Cry me a cry, me a cry, cry, cry. Oh, tell your big man don't bawl. Bawl me a bawl, bawl out me eyeball. Oh, tell your big man not scream. Scream me a scream, me a scream for me queen. And I who tell your big man not weep. A weep for me weep. Yesterday, her love was here with me to stay. Now today she's gone away. Whoa. Fire! Stop it!
Picnic them upstairs, wifey next door. My time now from beat down the yard with some tune.
Go there, reggae in your jagger.
Push. Hear that? Wait, everyone come let's check it out.
Go there, reggae in your jagger.
Man, every day you come around and with the wicked plan. Now you fight again.
I can't be a friend when I know this is the end, and I just can't be a woman about losing you. I hope you'll be very unhappy without me. Tomorrow's all turn blue, 'cause you took away my pride. Now I just wanna see you cry, and I just can't take the blame for losing you. When we said our goodbye, did we say them for all the right reasons? Did the time really fly? Did we have any fun? You said you needed to make some changes, and I should be changing too. And I just can't take the blame for losing you. I hope you'll be very unhappy without me. May your tomorrows all turn blue. Take the blame for losing you. No, I just can't take the pain for losing you. And I just won't take the blame for losing you. I hope you'll be very unhappy without me. May your tomorrow's all turn blue. You took away my pride. I tried, yes, Lord, I tried, and I just won't take the blame for losing you. Unhappy, yeah. When I come home, you won't be there. When
I'm so sorry if you're getting feedback here. Oh, I know why you're getting the feedback now. I know exactly why. Turn that off and that'll work. Yeah, there you go. I was monitoring it on my phone. Of course, it was coming back through the microphone. So sorry about that. I hope you'll be very unhappy without me. I'll tell you something. There's nothing better than a really good song and somebody comes along and does it in reggae and does it so well. Round of applause coming out of Little Minty's studio. It's a young lady called A-Star. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing what else that she does, because she's such a natural singer. And the way she took on, I mean, a lot of it, yes, you can hear the guide vocals there from Esther, but she has put her own self in there. We do like that. Here's another great artist, our very own Marshane, otherwise known as Wayne Marshall, Wayne G-Stop Marshall. Just say hi to everybody there at Passion PR. Loving you, my darlings.
Every time I kiss your neck, as if to drive you crazy. I wanna give you so much more, baby. Licking ice cream off your lips while massaging your back. You want what's in my jeans, but we can't rush that, no. Take off your clothes until you're laid in the nude. Do a couple tricks I learned with an ice cube. Then blindfold your eyes, but don't try to speak. Trust me when I finish, you'll be talking in your sleep. Oh, boy. What you need, babe. I'm gonna feel between your knees, babe. Yeah, I'm gonna give you what you need, babe. Oh, down, down, down. I'm going down, down. We don't need to turn it down. Local spots, 'cause we can do it. Make you smile in my drop. Oh, you can scream, you can holler, holler. Whine and grind me like your body's on fire. Fire up that body. Fire up that body. Baby, what you need is some beat from me, yeah. Let me fire up that body. I'm gonna need you. What you need, fire, baby. Feel between your knees, baby. Give you my heart, give you my smile, baby. Oh, 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 oh. Down, 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 down on my knee. Give you what you need. Hey, hey. Down, down, down. Give you my smile, smile, smile. What you need, babe. Oh, feel between your knees. Oh, yeah. I wanna go down. Give you what you need. Down, down, down. All over, all over. Down, baby. What you need, feel between your knees, babe. Over your body, I just wanna kneel on my knees between you. Ah, yeah. Kneel between your knees.
I don't know how he does it, to be honest with you. When you actually listen to those lyrics, they are rather naughty, but he's making them sound as though you're sitting down and, you know, reciting the Hail Mary until you actually listen to what he's singing, and it's just so good. It's like a chocolate eclair, fresh cream, naughty but nice. Wayne Marshall, we love you, darling. All right, so coming up on today's show, we've got a couple of guests that I'm either going to bring audio to you, meaning that we'll speak to them on the phone, or we'll try and superimpose them onto your screen. This is another inspired show, so bear with me. I'm just kind of like trying to have fun with technology and music and my friends and all of these kind of things. So coming up shortly, we're going to be speaking to property and land expert and also a very good friend of mine, Marcia Johnson, where on Saturday, I think it was, we went up to view the location for the next Him and Herology walk and talk. And I've got to confess, I'm so excited because it's going to be in the woods. Oi! I'm telling ya, I'm not just saying it. I felt a complete renewal of spirit just walking through those woods, because you can imagine the aroma, because it's just trees, greenery, and you know that trees blow out oxygen and we blow out carbon dioxide, and both swaps over is perfect for each other. So it was such a beautiful, refreshing place to be. For nothing else, come out for the singles and couples walk and talk in the woods. That happens on Sunday the 23rd of July. We'll kick off at 2 o'clock. It is in a secret location, so if you've registered, please do keep checking your inbox for updates. We want 15 kings and 15 queens to join the walk, and 3 couples, and we all come together in the name of love. The love for wanting to understand each other for a better world.
And gents, boys and girls, I want to welcome you all. Here's a ticket to my world, where dreamers go when their dreams don't sleep. It's time to grab the keys and the wheel, hit the streets for long days and nights, cityscapes to the beach, anywhere we want to go, as long as we find peace. The sounds of soul on that train of thought, with joy rides the rails and we never fall off. We two-step to life and rhythm get lost, sharing time on our hands, we know what it costs. Time to let loose, put your feelings at ease, sway in the wind like palm trees caught in the breeze. Every note, let it squeeze us into some new scenes. The backdrop, we're looking back at stops, and we look forward, the future is that hot. Retro on Expo, so get ready to watch cinematic sounds of a brand new script, to reframe your memories on nostalgic trips, across new terrains aboard classic ships, waves of funk for your toes, a dash for your hips, let it splash, let it drip, for appetites and lips, fine wine while you down, let it pour, take a sip, a full-course meal for your musical palate, that you come back to and can't do without it. You're welcome, you're welcome.
When we talk, you satisfy me, you satisfy me. When we talk, oh yeah, you satisfy me, you satisfy me. I know this feeling got me shy. My heart get beat up if you try. Take your love away, take your love, let your love roam. Take your love away, let
Well, I've got to say many thanks to everyone that has attended and is supporting the Him and Herology community right now. We appreciate love you. You don't know how much. And the word is certainly getting out there. Wherever I bump into somebody, they seem to know a little bit at least about the Him and Herology. So thank you so much for spreading the word. And it's so nice. The different quality of people. And is it quality that I mean to say? Because we're all quality. That's not what I mean to say. The different types of people. That's what I mean to say. Because we're all of quality, right?
Think of how we made love almost anywhere. Haven't I taken you almost everywhere? Think of all the things that we shared in imagining not there. Oh, giving you more calisthenics, baby, got you there. And the shit I've got, you can have it, baby. I'll do magic. I'll do all I can to keep you satisfied. So just in case I don't make it home tonight, baby.
Get home.
just in case, why don't we go for a nice long walk in the woods like myself and my co-pilot Marcia Johnson. I'm going to show you a little film of what we did on Sunday while she was showing me around the woods, and sort of, you know, what I really liked about Sunday is that I told her exactly what it was I was looking for, and her being a property and land expert, she knew exactly where to take me, and didn't we have fun? So what I'm going to show you right now is just a snippet of what we did on Sunday, and then we're going to get her on the phone and have a little chat to her about what she actually does on a day-to-day basis.
I love it when we talk. You satisfy me. You satisfy me. When we talk.
The woods! Can you imagine how much fun we can have in the woods?
And I discovered a new park that I'd never seen before. It's a common, but it's got this walking trail.
So in case you've just joined us and you want to know what on earth I'm going on about, is we are mapping out the next walk and talk, the next him and her-ology walk and talk. And him and her-ology is a matchmaking service, if you like. It's an event where we couple up kings and queens and we go for a walk. And we walk and we talk and we get to know each other. The last two events have been absolutely fantastic.
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Love for me is patience, supportive, unconditional love, understanding each other, strengths and weaknesses, and overall just knowing that there will be ups and downs, but how you overcome those ups and downs will shape you going forward.
Well, it's a book I wrote. As you can see, it says how to get started in property with little or no money. So when you're getting started in a relationship, it's very important to dig down first, which is setting all the appropriate foundations in place that can allow you build long-term relationship. For me and my wife here, we've been married for 17 years. We've known each other for 18 years. We met within 3 months. I proposed to her within 3 months, and within 6 months we got married. For me, I have a very young daughter who is 12 years old, and one of the things is my daughter would have to ask when she is time to date is to be very, very clear and intentional, and to asking whoever takes her out on a date, what is your plan for the future? Who are you? What are your inspirations? What are your motivation? If there is a gap and a void there, I would tell my daughter to run away from that relationship. You cannot go into a relationship with a man that has no vision, that have no ambition to be the greatest version of themselves. So
I think for my son or any young men out there, and the number one thing I'll always say is put God first. Through God, anything's possible. It's having a strong faith, because that faith will then shape you, and it'll shape your spouse, shape your family, shape them for their future legacy. So always have God first, and build a community, because we all need support. Find a community out there that can support you, because there will be times when things will be rough, but if you have a strong community, you can always bounce back.
And now we're coming into the third one, which is the 23rd of July. And if you fancy joining us on the walk, then all you need to do is to go to the website himandherology.com. Look at this. And then, as per usual, we'll end up in a really nice eatery to bring your lunch money.
How are you doing, girl?
Good. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Join us on the walk, himandherology.com.
himandherology.com.
Share the link, tell your friends, tell your single friends that they and you are most welcome. This is just lovely, absolutely lovely. See, look, here's an example. Two people just walking along. They were holding hands a minute ago. It's all about creating the vibe of love. It's all about getting people coupled up, but not just coupled up, it's about learning about each other first by doing and joining events like these where we walk and talk and learn about each other. Fancy some of that? Go to the website now and sign up. himandherology.com, or indeed go to my website, ElayneSmith.com. Many thanks to my girl Marcia Johnson, who was an absolute treat on Sunday for us. You know, she took us around. If you're online streaming, you have to agree that the scenery is so beautiful. This is where we're looking to walk on Sunday the 23rd of July. And to obtain your free ticket, all you need to do is to go to
the woods. Can you imagine how much fun we can have in the woods? And
so right now, let me bring to air
a new park that I've never seen
the property
before.
And land.
It's a common,
expert extraordinaire.
It's got this walking trail.
Marcia, can you hear us?
Yes, hello, greetings.
Greetings, what's
up? Welcome to Monday afternoon.
Oh, what's it looking like for you up in that lovely place where you live? Don't disclose where, please.
It's fine. It's a Surrey.
So in case you've just joined us and you want to know what on earth I'm going on about, is we are mapping out the next walk and talk, the next Him and Herology walk and talk.
And he said it was raining up there.
And Him and Herology is a matchmaking service, if you like. It is kind of rainy season here in the UK, isn't it?
It's an event where
expect
we couple
a
up
shower of rain because
kings and queens, and we go for a walk, and we walk and we talk and we get to know each other. The last two events have been absolutely fantastic.
That rain, singing in the rain, because it's so warm and refreshing. You know, makes you want to still stay out there. You know, if when it stops, you're going to dry off really quick.
Absolutely. Well, listen, my darling. You know, as you know, I plan to kind of get a whole load of, images so that we can further understand exactly what you do.
Love for me is patience, supportive,
you've got a really
unconditional
nice
love,
that you look
understanding,
after in Barbados. Mullingar Heights, is that right?
Weaknesses.
Yes, I've got a few interests in
knowing
Barbados. So if anybody's looking to buy out there or do any sort of land transactions, they can reach out to reallifestyle.co.uk, which is my website. So let's start off with my core business. My core business I started 7 years ago with just a few £1,000s I had as my money was dwindling, and I set up a company offering guaranteed rental to property owners who didn't want to pay fees to estate agents, because we don't charge landlords for our service, and we take over the whole management of the property. So if you're a landlord and you're tired and you've got tenants that are causing you difficulties, these are usually our clients, so they would normally give us a call. We go and assess the property. We agree how much rent we're going to pay the landlord, the owner, and then they can go away, and every month they will receive that money, and my company will do all the marketing and tenant viewings, references, and also managing the properties and providing cleaners and some maintenance as well. So that's the main core of my business. And then around that,
so let me just go back. Yeah, no, it all makes sense. Guaranteed rent, and you're ticking all the boxes here. Just as a tip, all right, because yes, we want them to call your number, but in case they're too far away or for whatever reason they are still looking, what are the main tips you can give somebody when they're looking for a company that's offering guaranteed rent?
You really have to be careful which company you select, and I'm not saying that because I want all the business for myself. I'm saying it because if the prospective managing agent is not familiar with the many levels and pitfalls that are waiting for them because of all the laws and the constantly changing laws. You want a company that has got a track record. We've got a track record of the 7 years. You want a company that can provide references. We can provide references through either estate agents or landlords. And you want to interview that person, just like you asked me that question, Elayne. Don't just assume just because somebody turns up in a suit and a fat tie that they know what they're talking about. You have to ask questions like, how long have you been running? Do you have references? Various sort of technical things to do with the contract. You want to know you can get out of the contract that you've signed and within what time frame. So the reason why our clients like my service is because I've got 20 years experience in property in the UK as an estate agent, and got the qualification, the National Federation of Property Professionals as well. So those are some of the things you can look out for.
That's wonderful. Now, we won't go too much deeper into that side of things now, because we're going to get you in and have you really, school our listeners then as to, number one, if you want to just purchase property, I think you can give advice on that. Renting your property, you can give advice with that. Renting abroad and property abroad and land, you can give advice on buying property and that. But on Sunday, you did us a real service. You know, you contributed some of your valuable time to take us around to the woods. And even though you're my good friend, I felt like you took my needs into consideration as if I was a client. Tell me, I'm speaking to the potential clients out there. What do they need to do to help you find them the ideal spot?
What do they need to do to help me to help them?
That's right.
Well,
so what information do they need to come to you with to make sure that you find something perfect for them?
They just need to know exactly what they want, do a little bit of research for themselves so that they can compare like for like. And so, for example, a lot of my clients are time poor, but money, well, maybe rich, maybe not so rich, but they just don't have the time to do that research. So then they can engage my services, and we will, so they might want to be near a good school. They might need to be just so far from a park, a shopping centre. So long as the person knows what they want, that's really, really helpful. But if not, we can have a conversation, because some landlords are accidental landlords, and it could be through a bereavement, unfortunately, and it could also be a probate property. We've got access to the right solicitors for that sort of thing, and also the right financial experts. So say you come into a property, you don't know how to manage it, and you might be thinking, oh gosh, I've got to pay the mortgage, otherwise they're going to take it away from me. No, you don't. What you want to do is hold on to that property, because a lot of us melanated people, we haven't realised, we're struggling to do the legacy thing, something for the generations and the generations to come. And property is a very good way of establishing a strong foothold in that, and a foundation. You can leverage that property instead of just selling it. You've called you get a financial expert. I've got my hand, on people like that, access to people like that, and then they will show you how you can leverage that property, so remortgage it, pull the money out, then we will help you to tenant that property. So now you've got an asset which is growing in value, and you also have an income which is helping with your overheads. You can save it, you can do whatever you want with it. So there are many different ways to skin the property cat.
So to speak. All right, so on the lovers tip and the couples tips, do you have any stories? Because it's easy when it's one of you to make a decision, because you make the decision, but when there's two of you, sometimes you're pulling in different directions. Sometimes, the toilet's downstairs, but it hasn't got a garden, and there's a garden and the toilet's in a perfect place. Do you know what I mean? What is it like working with couples? How do you know what I mean? What's it like? Any funny stories?
I can't think of any funny stories as such, but usually, in all situations, I wish I did have a really funny story that popped into my
I put you on the spot. Don't worry, darling.
Yeah, no, I know. But
give me the couple vibe. The couple vibe. Do they normally walk around the property together, or is it a case of and can you tell which couples are going to be the most difficult? So, for example, in my mind, I would imagine that there are some couples that would walk in together and stay together throughout going round the property, kind of look at the cupboards together, you know what I mean? And then there's probably some couples that come through the door and he goes to the left and she goes to the right, and maybe they've got kids and they run around.
Let's call that couple B. Couple A, that's my type of couple all day long. They've spoke about it, they've sat down, they've looked and they've done their research. They know what it's going to cost, where they want to be, and what the amenities are that they're looking for. And, you know, usually one person has the sort of upper hand, if you like, the final say. And it's usually the woman. It's usually the woman. And, you know, some men, they like to try to pretend that they're like the big boss out there and, you know, they make all the decisions and all the plans. But really and truly, it's her indoors. Telling him what they're going to do. Yeah. But, you know, on a practical level, so long as, you know, that they are mostly in tune and, you know, the man can get to work and back or do whatever he needs to do. But ultimately, when it comes down to the schools and the shopping and the school run and things like that, that kind of has a bit of an edge quite often. But those couples that can communicate, I think when you're in a relationship, you need to agree on at least 80% of everything that you're doing, 80 to 90% of everything that you're doing. And houses are big decision, so make sure you sit down and know each other and understand each other before you go into that. If you're just a couple and you're not married and you want to buy a property together, get a deed of trust in place. Deed of trust. That means don't let the love take over the brain and then your brain goes into mush and everything is yes baby. No, you keep your senses about you. Get your deed of trust in place. So that means, say you're putting in 30 grand and he's putting in 60, or vice versa. You want to protect that money. You want to understand, well, what happens if we break up? God forbid, heaven forbid, it's never going to happen. But what if it did? So have that in your deed of trust. You're going to walk out with what you walked in with. You're going to get 10% extra, whatever the case might be. And for those couples that, quote unquote, couples that are walking into property and one's going left and one's going right and the kids are running around, I would say that couple should probably work on, you know, sort of being on the same page, because clearly they're not on the same page. So do they really want to be going out and making such a huge purchase together at that stage of their relationships? It's a sign. And too many of us ignore signs because we don't know how to ask questions of each other because it's scary. Ask the scary questions from the jump.
Thank you.
And get used to it.
And get used to it. We've got a couple coming up a little bit later on, or one side of the couple, the female. And when I was speaking to her yesterday, she made a very, very, very good point. She said, no is one of the most important responses you can get, and learning to deal with no will take you everywhere and anywhere. So respect someone's no. Just respect someone's no and get on with it.
Definitely. It's one of the most instructive words, and also it's good when you can say no as well. Say no. Just to establish those boundaries. Let's not get, shyness has cost us a lot of problems. So we've got to be bold and say what we actually mean.
Brilliant. Well, darling, I'm going to play a tune for you. It's by Shalimar. I Can Make You Feel Good, because you do that all day long. Is that tune all right for you?
I love that tune. And if anybody wants to know, I will be teaching, I'm putting together a course, which is explaining the fundamentals of the core strategy that I started the business on, because now, yes, we've got business interests in Gambia, in Barbados, and clients all over the world. So the core strategy I'll be teaching, and it's called Rent to Rent. And if they go to reallifestyle.co.uk, click the link that says education, just look around for it, and then you can register there, or you can ask whatever questions you want to know.
Thank you very, 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 very much, Marcia.
Right.
Thank you.
All
and
right, guys.
here's your
Thank you.
tune.
My pleasure.
Thank you, darling. Bye.
Thank you.
Are you the kind who puts your heart on the line, or who stays out of reach? 'Cause unlike other guys, I won't waste your time. I just wanna practice what I preach. Girl, love can be such a challenge, a game where there can be two winners. Unlike any sport, it depends on the prize and knowing where the real thing lies. To make a long story short, baby, I can make you feel good. I can make you feel good. Let me lay this good love on ya. Baby, I can make you feel good. I can make you feel good. And say I really want ya. Oh, so there's guys that offer you diamonds and pearls. Those are the wants, but not the needs. Other guys say that they can give you the world. Well, the world of love is what you get from me. Girl, those material things meant more to me before the day I found you. Now I truly believe all the money in the world can't comfort you the way I wrap my arms around you, and I'll always be there. 'Cause baby, I can make you feel good. I can make you feel good. Let me lay this good love on ya. Whoa, whoa. Baby, I can make you feel good. I can make you feel good. You can say I really want ya. Let me make you feel good. I can make you feel good. I can make you feel good. I can make you feel oh so good, oh baby, oh so good. Let me lay it on you, baby. Oh so let me make you feel good. I can make you feel good.
Gonna say hello and welcome to everyone on Twitch at the moment. Thank you so much for dropping by. Feel free to drop me a message if you can hear me.
Are you the kind who puts your heart on the line, or who stays out of reach? 'Cause unlike other guys, I won't waste your time. I just wanna practice what I preach. 'Cause love can be such a challenge, a game where there can be two winners. Unlike any sport, it depends on the prize and knowing where the real thing lies. To make a long story short, baby, I can make you feel good. I can make you feel so. Forget about what he did wrong. Baby, I can make you feel good. I can make you feel good. Love that is oh so strong. I can make you feel good. I can make you feel good. Won't you let me make you feel good? I can make you feel good. Baby, I can make you feel good. I can make you feel good.
Well, in case you just joined us, thank you so much for choosing the great vibes and good, glorious music. Live syndicated show. We go out to UK 246 in Barbados. Genesis in Birmingham, LWR Classic, LWR Reggae, and sometimes LWR Talk. Gotta welcome New York via the English Connection Media Centre.
make me push hard and harder until I explode and I lose control. You make me push far and farther. Still there's so much more than before. 'Cause you give me too much for me to take. Heartbreaker, you give me the chance. You're too much for me to take. Heartbreaker, you give me the chance. It would be a stone disaster if you ever were to leave. How could I continue after you were gone for good to me? Well, look from your eyes and I am hypnotized. I am a captive of your spell. I feel that need, so I got to let it go. And you accept it very well. You make me push hard and harder until I ain't home and I lose control. You make me push far and farther. Still there's so much more than before. You make me push long and longer. I sweat from every pore, and I know for sure I'm gonna push strong and stronger until the feeling's gone, all gone. 'Cause you give me too much for me to take. Heartbreaker, you give me the chance. You're too much for me to take. Heartbreaker, you give me the chance. Give me too much for me to take. Heartbreaker, you give me the chance. You're too much for me to take. Heartbreaker, I got them chains. When it comes to love, all the ladies say I'm a master. But with you, my heart beats faster. It would be a stone disaster if you ever want to leave me, 'cause you're too much for me. Heartbreaker, you give me. So you shake me out, yeah. You're too much for me to ever take. Heartbreaker, too much for me to take. 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 Too much you money, honey, if that's what you need to make you want to be with me. Let's make this love affair tonight. I said I feel alright. Oh, I'm making weak at the knees. Do you hear what I say? I'm making weak at the knees. I'm making weak at the knees. I'm your main heartthrob. I do it all night, make your heart. I'm making weak at the knees.